Guys, this is Bankai reporting live from the Nexus, and today I'm bringing you guys something really special. After seeing that there were or are actual plans to launch a new iteration of Hawken, I've really got to thinking about some ways I believe the developers could really make Hawken 2 the undisputed champion of mech games, and I believe this can be accomplished with some little tweaks here and there and maybe an overhaul or two. One of the biggest and best changes I think would be in the form of more social elements being added to the multiplayer experience. Of course, I'm just a writer and I'm by no means a game developer, so all of these ideas might just be shit. In any case, stick with me for a few minutes as I explain how I believe Hawken 2 can be the greatest mech game the gaming world has ever seen. By the way, if this is your first time here and you love gaming insights just like this, then go ahead and subscribe, commit to the Nexus for the most unpopular opinions on pop culture, and make sure you click that bell. Click that bell, guys, cause that way you'll never miss a beat. The current version of Hawken that we have on console features some really high-speed, action-packed mech battles that allow for players to team up and go at it to their heart's content. But one thing I really miss about these kinds of PvP experiences is the ability to create clans of, real life warriors and set out into the world to destroy your rivals as a true team. So the first thing on this list, guys, will be an official clan system. Now, if you've ever played Armored Core 5, then you will have a good idea of what I'm talking about here. So this is the first thing I would like to see in Hawken 2, which I probably won't, but it's a sophisticated clan system. I think strong and influential players, or anyone really, should be able to create their own clans, a clan logo, and invite or accept applications from potential comrades. I believe this social system would add a great deal of dynamics to the PvP experience. Now, maybe I'm just a prick, but I believe they should take even more from Armored Core 5 and go ahead and introduce territories to Hawken. Now, what does this mean? What this means basically is not only would we see all these clans going at it, but we would have them battle it out for different territories on the world map. Once conquered by your clan, you would see the flag or the clan logo of the victorious unit brandished on that area of the map. So in other words, you would own that territory. And they could also allow rival clans to breach these areas, giving the ruling clan a time window in which to respond to that challenge. Designated pilots would then battle it out to either conquer or protect said territories. And I loved that component to Armored Core 5, and I think mixing a bit of that with Hawken would be super good. It would be a super good idea, guys, in my opinion. I'm not sure how my Hawken comrades would take to that, however, and of course I'm open to hear your comments below. So of course they would need to mix things up so it's actually cool and not a total fucking rip-off, but you guys get the point. While I don't believe we need an overly crowded HUD to give us a better Hawken experience, it would be great, I think, to bring back a bit of the old HUD designs of yesteryears, just to give you that feeling like you're really sitting in the cockpit. I just love seeing all that information crawling across the screen. Makes you feel like a true pilot, I bet. Not that I know what it feels like to be a pilot in real life, and not that I've driven anything except my fucking hatchback, but yeah. Now, even most vets will tell you that Hawken isn't a 1v1 game, and that's fine. I love the teamwork in this game. I love Siege, it's my favorite game mode. I fucking love it to pieces, guys. But by nature, I am a duelist, and I love close quarters combat. That's my specialty. And since my Resistance the video game, since those days of me playing online against folks, I just love a good 1v1 session. I think it would be great if the new iteration of this beautiful game would do the honors of facilitating this need for a small but significant, I hope, part of the Hawken community. While Hawken is heavily skill based, guys, there are times where it will somewhat toe the line. Now, what do I mean by this? For instance, if myself and a pilot are close in skill, sometimes the game can devolve into a game of rock, paper, scissors. For instance, if he takes out a berserker, I go for a brawler. Problem solved. I would like for it to become truly and utterly skill based. Another example is having a 1v1 with a Type C mech like the Marauder, most times that can be suicide if you're in a B class, no matter how good you are, you know, simply because of the damage it's putting out and your mech just being so much frailer than Marauder. Now, even though at this point I'm at the point where I can pull this off consistently, where I can be in a B class and successfully defeat a Marauder in 1v1 sometimes, doing this sort of thing still isn't really ideal. The point is, I would want to be able to run whatever build I want at the time without having to worry about a significant advantage that another mech has over my mech for whatever reason. I want skill to shine on all fronts. Now maybe this is unreasonable, I'm not sure, but I hear on PC the mechs were more balanced, so I believe this is actually very possible for the future of Hawken. And yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Well, actually, that's not about it. I actually have way more ideas for Hawken too. I think I'm a game developer, guys. But depending on the reaction to this video, then I might follow up with a part 2, basically dissecting some of these elements even more and really getting into how I think it can be manifested in a separate iteration of Hawken. That will hopefully be in the form of a Hawken 2, or at least, you know, a massive overhaul and update. Maybe this is all wishful thinking, I don't know, guys, but I love Hawken and you guys love Hawken too, so don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and if you made it this far, guys, you might as well subscribe. Until next time, Bang Kai out.
Mission failed.